Hey, it's Lynn Rose, CEO of Wow You Now and WOWUTALKS presents, and so excited because we get to highlight the wow makers that bring the wow to the world. That means they are the change makers. They have incredible messages, work, brilliance that they bring out to the world to make impact. We are where creators go to wow their world, and boy, do we have a wow with us right now. We have Miss Wonderful Janelle Anderson. And Janelle Anderson, what a wow she is. Wait till you see her in action. I'm so excited, actually. We have a whole aspect of Wow Talks where we support incredible leaders and help them be able to do the wow they're meant to do in the world, from their speaking to their business to giving them a whole package that elevates them and what they're able to do. And Miss Thing has been working it, and now we get to put it all together in a package that gets to launch. And thank goodness, because Janelle, I mean, you're going to hear about her story, but she is a successful real estate, like the gal, the go-to gal in Boise, Idaho. And not only that, she is a humorist. She is incredible inspiration. She knows how to transform people's lives on a dime, and it's wisdom spits out her mouth. So I know we only have a short period of time, but Janelle, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And yes.
Appreciate it.
Yes.
Quick, let's change the world.
On,
right now. Let's go.
All right, so like in 30 seconds or less, tell me about all the things that happened and then how that turned you around. I know you kind of say it in your talk.
Yeah,
but
well,
just a little bit.
Real quick, I spent 16 years where all of my identities were stripped away so that I could understand that my value is not because of any of the identities or hats that I wear. It's not my skill set, it's not the resume, it's not what I drive, where I live, my relationship status, my college degree, none of that, right? It's not the values and the things I hold dear. Your value is not because of it, just is. Your value is unique in the entire universe. So I wake up every day and I say, I am a magical one-off creation in the universe. There's never been one of me, there ain't never gonna be another one of me. I'm it. And when you're living a value impacted life, guess what happens?
What happens?
All your buttons and triggers and sensitivities just kind of go.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you become sort of that untouchable titanium. Because when the magazines and the people are like, that's a technical term right there, it doesn't land with you anymore. Because you're no longer justifying, quantifying, measuring, trying to keep up with the whoever's with your value. It is cool. I mean, I am so in love with my life. It is just astonishing. Is it perfect? No. But I'm having so much fun.
Yeah, and you know what? She does not complain. So Janelle, that's what I love about you. So you know, you have, I don't even know how you manage everything and how all that you do, and then yet you just are flowing with it. You just are going with ease. You just represent the work that you put out there. So I would love to also hear, oh, hello. I'd love to also hear you say a little bit about, you spoke to something about your philosophy with real estate, which ties into value, because how you see people and value and what they bring, and how that shifts, and how they look for a house, and how you come at it with real estate with people.
Well, first of all, with real estate, I have a very strict no settling policy. This is your home where you make your memories, your safe space, right? It's also the biggest financial investment you're ever going to make. But what I realized, because I'm second generation real estate broker, so I tried to get away from this. I went to college. I'm still here. My parents did this to me. But what I realized is as many transactions in his homes I could do, what good is it if I make your real estate dreams come true, but your soul is still broken? Now your soul is broken with a 3-car garage and quartz countertops. And you're still broken. And that's when I realized this message. People kept going, what? My value isn't my resume, isn't my kids' accomplishments, isn't my relationship status. It was like, what? They just needed someone to give them permission to say, hey, you guys, we could be doing this differently. We could go back to the beginning when we all just thought we were cool and we all got along. Ish. I mean, because we do live in 2024, so you know, there's that.
Hold on. Sorry. We'll cut this part out.
I made her laugh.
I was holding that in.
This is what happens. Don't hold in your laughter. You're going to blow a valve.
but I know my value, so I'm not going to let it stop me, darn it.
That's right. You're living a value impacted life.
I am. And I am so inspired because, as you can see, being around Janelle's energy, it's infectious. And that matters, when we are able to manage our energy is around other people and to ourselves, that little voice that goes off in our head. We don't have all that stuff in the way. We get to really be who we are. We get to have so much joy in life and then bring that joy to others, which you do just being in your presence, right?
Well, thank you.
So speaking of which, okay, you got a value impacted life. We take on that work. Now what?
Well, the first thing is you can stop keeping up with the whoever's. Did you realize this?
The whoever's. It's a technical
The whoever's, the Joneses, the Kardashians, I don't know whoever you're following. But think about this. Keeping up with the somebodies has never arrived anybody to success or their dreams. Think about that. We're churning. So when you live a value impacted life, what comes next is you get to fall in love with you completely. 100% self-love. And then after that, it's ultimate freedom. And I live this life. Like the proof is in the pudding, right? How many people can say, I love my life.
Right.
I love my life. Because freedom is your life in a sustainable way of being, of joy and curiosity wrapped up in peace. Things are still going to hit the fans. Light is still light and dark is still dark, and bad behavior is still bad behavior. But how you respond to it shifts incredibly.
I just love it.
Triggers, bye-bye, buttons, sorry, pulled those wires, I cut the blue wire. You can stomp that button all you want, and I'm just like, sup? You gonna stomp that all day? You look tired, dude. Let's go get tacos.
No, sorry. I can't even talk because it makes me laugh so much. So, what's so great? So you can see all the power, all the passion, all the value that Janelle brings when you just open your mouth. So it needs to be on the stages. It needs to be in front of the camera. It needs to be spread out to the masses. And that's what we're doing with WOW Talks. And that's what we're doing with you. And now, as you are setting on this path of now giving it that focus.
Yeah.
Like, what do you see as possible? What lights you up when you look at now this path is lit up for you with what you're going to now share, not just in real estate and the people you work with, but in this deliberate way? Well,
because this is my soul's purpose. Real estate I'm good at. I could do it in a coma. But this is what lights me up. When I see a guy, this young man was sitting in the front row of one of my talks a couple years ago, and he's just the tears, and I was like, oh my God, I broke him. Dude, you okay? Afterwards, he's like, no one ever believed, I never believed that I had any value, because that was part of how his family and his culture was raising him up. And I was like, come to me. And I will remind you, your value is not because of, it just is that ping, that light bulb moment. You can see it, people go, because it's the truth. And when you hear the truth, you know it.
Yes.
You know it.
Yes.
Even though the cover of the magazine said, well, you're only pretty if you look like this. You know what? My soul is stunning. I may not be on the cover of Sports Illustrated magazine, but you know what? Look at my soul.
Yes.
I'm in love with me. I'm in love with my life, and there is no ego.
And that's what you bring to people, and that is invaluable.
They're free.
Priceless.
Yeah, because they're free. Once you get from a value impacted life, you go into self-love, and I teach you how to do that, then you get to be free. And then this whole human experience is so much more fun. It's like, I'm gonna do the teeter-totter and the monkey bars. I'm gonna be in the sandbox, travel the world, get on the plane, eat the bacon. Oh, the joy factor just goes up in your life. And that was a byproduct, because I started years ago with the value impact. And then the second piece evolved, and then the final piece evolved. And people, the feedback, the proof is in the pudding, the feedback I get from the audiences, from the businesses, from their creative teams, going, what if your creative team people didn't have to be subconsciously fighting to protect their value while they're sitting in a strategy meeting? What if they knew that they could totally go outside the box for your company, for your brand? Because the humanness in them says, I'm good. Let's try this.
So you have got to check out Janelle and check out Miss Janelle Anderson Life. You can also go to Wow You Now, our platform, and be able to look up Janelle Anderson and make sure you connect with the work and the joy and the value that Janelle brings. and to know you have value. And it's important you go out there and wow. So welcome to WOW Talks, Janelle. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Lynn.
So excited for what's ahead. All right, go out there and wow.
Go wow your world.